with the clothing website. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just try to implement something of the object-oriented programming, but also let's try to make it super simple. I mean, let's make first a git push to our repository, which is necessary for us to be sure that we are working with certain user, and we're gonna put it on the readme here. Okay, it's going to be like a private section. Let's put it like this: private section to identify the project, and there it goes. It will be like, for example, username, this one, and location, this one. As simple as that. We're not gonna put the password, obviously, because it's not secure to put a password in there. Okay, so we can make a git push of this and then a git ignore of this. So let's even push the git ignore since now. Sorry, is here. Let's put on here that we're gonna ignore the readme, but not now. After I make the push, okay? So let's um, put in the first uh, version of the website. I say only client side. What is client side? Doesn't matter much. Okay, let's get it here. Okay, here. And after we do this, let's go to the. Oh, the video is uploading. The one that I have just made is another one. Let's go here to the bucket, and in here we will have the clothing repository. That is the place, okay? That is the location. I'm gonna put it just right here. And the username is going to be the email that is attached to this account. And it's cientificosdelsoftware at gmail.com. And that's it. Sadly, we will have to make a push of this um, location and privacy ownership. Hope that it gets this time. Okay, let's just hit on OK here again. And let's wait. Okay, it is done. Now, what I'm going to do is to add to the git ignore. Sorry. Just here, I'm gonna say something like the personal files to ignore, and we're gonna put readme that and that's it. We can push that, closing the privacy on the ignore file. Commit, yes, And if you see that it is too much steps, it is normal because it is necessary by the moment. Remember that sometimes in life you have to do one thing and also another because maybe both are necessary. Okay, let's just go. You see here this header? I'm just gonna copy it and I'm gonna create a file that is going to be here down. And let's put on here, sorry, yes, before here, script, type, text or JavaScript. And let's put as href, sorry, this href, and we're gonna put just JS, for example, and we put main.js. If we close and it closes automatically, if we have the emmet um, the emmet um, how it is called, emmet uh, plugin or something like that. And what we're going to do is just to take the header and to put here the folder JS. And let's put again a file that is going to be main.js. And on here, let's just create the object. Sorry that I say sometimes F without finishing, but it is not what you would like it to be. Trust me, I don't like to say bad words. Okay, let's just go here, and in here I'm going to put just I'm gonna erase this, and let's put on here that we're gonna point to the main, and we're gonna put just right before the main. Um, we can do it in two ways. We can take the header and leave it in there just as a container, or we can take the header completely and display it just right before or after the main. I like the best to put the content inside the header, and I will put on here like a comment that is saying in here is displayed the header, for example, header content, and that's it. And you see, for example, oh my goodness, that word is so bad. We're gonna put here um, let header content is equal to this, and we're going to put just the information like this. If it is just a plain text, let's try to sorry, let's try to divide the information. When I say divide, is to try to put it on pieces. Actually, it is not going to be divided. It is going to be exactly as it is, but uh, I would like it to be, how can I say it? For example, the logo and on a section apart from the button to login. That is that is kind of more secure than just having it just in there plain, you know. So let's just copy here, and we can put, for example, let header information title, for example, and we can put this, and we end up with this. By the way, this is not let. This is just like this, 2 points, and also it's not necessary this, but um I will tell you one thing, and it is that this usually is not common. What I'm doing is not common, okay? But let's just show you, for example, what I'm trying to do. I'm going to put here, this is the title, okay? And let's divide it again. Let's say that the title is that. And let's say that the header container is this. Just a div with this. Or we can even put, for example, just, how can I say it? Yes, we can just leave it like that. And at the end, we organize it. And you see the image? We put that the image. We would like it to be inside. So header container, header logo. Sorry, logo, header logo container image. And we put here this image, and that's it. Put a comma here, and you see the container here of the information to the title. We're gonna put it over here. Header tag container. That's it. 2 points and put the H1, and that was everything. I mean, it's not super complicated. Now, what I'm going to do is you see this header tag container. I'm just going to try to put it first, for example, and then after that, I'm going to try to insert the information, and after that, I'm going to try to create also this, and after that, I will insert this. But I will tell you one secret. It is not necessary to do it in this way. We can do it in another way, which is creating the H1 directly with native JavaScript. It will be something like, for example, function create containers, and it will be something like this. Mm, see, I think that I'm missing something. Yes, and it is 2 point on here, 2 points. Sorry, and function. It is vice versa, just like this. Create containers, and we put function here, and now it works. It is kind of twisted, but trust me, it has its sense. Now I will tell you how it is. The thing goes like this: you create a container with native JavaScript. Just document that, for example, new document, um, let's see, it is, I don't remember very well how it is, but let's see how to create HTML with JavaScript. And we're going to put here this. And that is okay. That is okay. Okay. Mhm. Look, there are two ways. We can use the inner, but I would like to create the element itself, and that is possible. Okay. It is like that. Create element. It's just as simple as that. Document that create element. And in here, I will say, for example, H1. And let's say that this is going to be a let tag container. And just as simple as saying tag container that inner HTML, and we put plus equal and header this that header information title, for example. And believe it or not, we can even erase this here. But we can also use this and insert it, and after that, trying to read it. But being honest, that will be kind of complicated, and that is not the way that JavaScript works. You identify the tag and you create it. on JavaScript, and then you insert the information because JavaScript is not uh, exactly to be like how can I say dynamic with something that you copy and paste. No, 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 no. On JavaScript, it works with something that you do. I mean, you have to create it, and you can paste information, but not the text is not it is not very friendly with that. And being honest, that's cool. I mean, that's nice. In my opinion, that's very nice too, because it doesn't have sense that I have to create I mean, sorry, that I have to copy the in to create a way to insert it. No, 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 no. It, with the time, you see the sense of creating the text from scratch. With the time, at the beginning, if you are like me, maybe you would you don't find it like the logic. Being honest, in my case, I didn't find logic to it. I said like, who I have to create the element again because it was there. But the thing is that is if you want to make it object oriented, you have to create it, and it's not that bad. Let's go again and go with the logo container, for example. I'm gonna put here, for example, let. And by the way, I could do it even over here. I could do it over here. I could say, for example, document create element, and it's the same thing. But I am using this as reference to create it right down here. Um, and after I create the containers, I just have to show them. For example, I can create a function inside of the containers creator that is going to be, for example, output, and create containers that output will be similar to showing the information. That's it. Now let's see. Let header location, no, logo, sorry, header logo container is that is equal to document create element, and we're gonna put that is going to be a div. Boy, sorry, I have to connect it. It is already connected. You can see it here. It is okay. Plug it in. Now you see this. Okay, I have to go header logo container again, and I would say that I would like to add a class. So it is uh, list class list just like that, and we add the class that we would like to have, and in this case it's header logo, as simple as that. And after that, it is just to add the image. We just erase this here, poof, and we will add the image. We go header logo container, and we put inner HTML, and we say that this is going to have the header logo container image. Yeah, yeah, that's that's it. That's everything. And now let's create a function. But I am going to be honest to you. Um, it is not common to create a function inside of this function. It's better to make the function outside, just like this. For example, output containers is going to be to equal to this, right? And let's see, I'm missing something. Maybe it's okay. Now this is going to be equal to this. uh, Just maybe something like this. Return, create containers, and that's it. Now, as I said, I have to be honest with you. I have to test this, but believe it or no, it is not as it is not more much complicated than what it seems. What you have to learn from here is the class list add, and let's see the create element, which is important as well. and that's it. You see this image, by the way? I just added the content because, being honest, at the end, uh, it won't change. I mean, the image is located on the place that is here, so it can be just like that. And it's something that it doesn't have like a content inside of it. Actually, the content is specified as an attribute, so I don't need to make the image as as a little container, let's say. I just have to paste the content inside of the div that correspond to it. And that was everything. Let's leave it here because, being honest, as I said, this is a lot of things, even though it doesn't seem so. This is a lot. I have to test it with you. I will look for the documentation that is corresponded to it. Oh, by the way, we are missing the button. It is just taking the button and head put on here header button and just paste. And by the way, it is a comma in here and 2 points. And let's see, the button is right after. Mm-mm, is, how can I say, is not inside of any of these containers. It's actually inside of the header. So we are just going to have it just um, let's just create a subclass. So, no, subclass, not a sub sub call variable. Actually, those variables have a name. I have to review the book that I read, kind of JavaScript, that explain very well about how to make applications with object oriented functionality. But being honest, they have a name, and this is like a calling um, variable, and this calling variable is going to be header btn, no, let's see, button color, and it's equal to header btn um, sorry, this the header btn. I will tell you the truth. The truth is that this um, is supposed to be on a function, for example, like this. Um, output boot btn, and that is going to be a function that is going to be inserted. Uh, by the way, this is not working because these kind of functions are not made in this way. Let's look for it. Yes, it is. You see, get. It is called like that. Get. I forgot. I put color, but it's the same. Get. Let's put get btn, and it is a function that we're gonna put even outside. For example, it can be inside, but by the moment we can put it outside just to avoid the error, and we just call the button. We say create containers point button color, and that's it. We say return something like it. Being honest, I think that I am missing something here, but the get is a very often used of getting something that has a functionality on JavaScript. Okay, And yes, I have read that in books and also in the documentation and many things, many in many ways I have applied that. And also being honest, sadly it is not super well clear, but at the end, if you know how to use it, you just have to go um, and try, because if you don't try, you will never do it. Okay, that is the way. The way is to try the things as best as you can. Sadly, there are people that in life they get in a very high position and they expect that everyone is supposed to be in the position that they are. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth is that you have to be humble enough to accept that even the position that you are maybe is the position that Jesus Christ needs you to be in. Let the day's trouble be enough for today. So let's just put on here. Um, this is supposed to have the main JS um, function prompt. When I say prompt, is like the output, but I say prompt because in here we're gonna kind of ask for the information, because we're gonna select the header and we're gonna insert the information. But sadly, it's not going to be in this object. We're going to create another object that is going to be like the main handler can be, or main manager, main outputter, main however you want to call it, main content returner. I don't know, and you put on there the information that you would like to output on the HTML. I am not doing it right now because, as I said, we have to respect the limits. And let's just make the push just for those who would like update to make it object OP, sorry, respecting certain limits. And that's it. We put on here if we want John 4. We go commit yes, and that was everything. See you in the next occasion. I hope that you have learned a lot. And if you have any questions, remember that you can make it on comments or on the group that I'm going to publish these videos. And remember also that obviously Jesus Christ loved you much more than what I could ever say. Bye bye.